So given the amount of criticism and how divided that Japanese public is when it comes to these Olympics, this is pretty key to have US and G7 support.
Yes, this was very much one of the major goals for Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga going into the G7. He is very much a diplomatic novice, so perhaps a bit of a modest goal for this occasion. But I think he got exactly what he wanted and needed on the Olympics. Not only did Joe Biden express support for the event actually moving forward, he was very specific in his remarks and expressing pride in the US athletes who are set to take part, but also the final communique from the G7 also referred to the Olympics as a symbol of global unity in overcoming COVID, which very closely reflects the kind of language that Suga and his government often use about the Olympics. So I think in this respect, G7 was very much a success for Suga.
You know, countless surveys, it seems, have shown the Japanese, the majority, are not in favor of holding the Olympics. They're worried about the pandemic. I did read a story in the last couple of days saying that people connected with the Olympics, some athletes are reluctant to say they support it because they might feel backlash as they take a stance that is so dissimilar from what many Japanese citizens have.
Yes, I think there has been a lot of concern among the public about the potential for this event becoming a kind of super spreader event with people coming from all over the world, particularly from countries where the pandemic is very much still raging. But recent opinion polls have shown a bit of a softening of the public's attitude. We saw a poll last week from the Yomiuri newspaper which found 50% of respondents were in favor of going ahead, compared with 48% who wanted it either cancelled or postponed. But opinion is still divided, and you have to bear in mind that less than 5% of the population in Japan is fully vaccinated.